Welcome. In this video, I will go over 7 tips for working with an EndNote library. This advice is particularly helpful for those of you who receive an EndNote file from NOAA Central Libraries Research Service. I am demonstrating these tips using EndNote 20, but all major features are the same for EndNote X9 as well. Tip number 1. Be incorruptible with compressed EndNote files. You may have received a compressed EndNote library from our research service. This file has an ENLX extension. It incorporates a regular EndNote library and associated data folder into a single file. This means that when you click the compressed file, it opens up a new library with references and associated PDFs grouped together in the same way as the person who created it. To open the compressed file, double-click on it. This will open your EndNote desktop software if it's not already open. Make sure the 2 associated folders are downloaded into the same place on your desktop where you can find them again. It may take some time for all the references to appear in the EndNote library, depending on the number of references it includes. Once the library finishes downloading to your computer, you can choose to keep working with it as a unique library, or you can drag and drop its content into your home or synced library. Tip number 2. Share your EndNote library. You may want to share your references with a team and work collaboratively. This means that changes and additions to a shared library are seen by everyone whenever anyone syncs the library from their desktop. If you're sharing your library, you are the owner and the only person that can add other collaborators. If you received an invitation to a shared library by email, click the link to accept the invitation. To open the shared library, go to File, Open Shared Library, and click on the email address of the owner of the library. Remember, always sync when you open and close a shared library. Tip number 3. Personalize your metadata. Metadata is data about data, and in EndNote, each reference can have as much or as little data as you want. This can be handy if you have annotated your references and later want to find and group them together. You can personalize your metadata in a variety of ways, but remember that if you're working with a team, aim to be consistent. Notes can be added to the Notes field as well as to a PDF. Both are searchable. Tip number 4. Find what you need with EndNote searching tools. EndNote's strength is that its metadata is searchable, making it easier to find and organize literature into meaningful groups. You can do different types of searches in EndNote that take advantage of the metadata fields. Remember that there are different metadata fields in a reference depending on the reference type. So for example, journal articles have fields for volume and issue, typical in a journal reference. Government documents have fields for the department as well as the report number. And the list goes on, so search fields that you think are most likely to have the information you need, such as the abstract. If you do a basic search located above your main library view in any group, EndNote will search across all fields. An advanced search lets you select specific metadata fields to find your term. Tip number 5. Work smart with smart groups. Smart groups are built with search strategies and are dynamically updated as you add and edit references in the library. First, click into the set of references that you'd like to search. From the Groups menu, select Create Smart Groups. An advanced search dialog appears. Enter a name for the group, then your search strategy, and then click Create. The group will automatically be populated with relevant results. As you add more references to the group set, the Smart Group continues to actively add relevant items. Tip number 6. Use Cite While You Write to put those references to work. EndNote ultimately is a bibliography creator. As such, it contains a tool called Cite While You Write, which connects your EndNote account to Microsoft Word, allowing you to easily and quickly cite references and create a paper with properly formatted references and a bibliography. This is done through an EndNote tab in Microsoft Word. Click on this video link to learn how to use Cite While You Write. This EndNote feature will save you huge amounts of time when you're ready to put those references to work. Tip number 7. Ask questions. Use EndNote support. There are many powerful features in EndNote that this video does not cover. If you want to learn more about them or have questions, we encourage you to take advantage of numerous EndNote support tools. EndNote's YouTube channel contains short videos that demonstrate EndNote's many tools. Go to this website to access them and take advantage of even more EndNote features that help. EndNote's LibGuide also provides step-by-step PDFs that show you how to take advantage of many features. This link takes you to the guide. And finally, you can contact EndNote support directly if you're having technical issues. This link takes you to their contact information. So these are NOAA Central Library's 7 tips for EndNote library users. We've gone over compressed files, sharing your library, manipulating metadata, searching tools, smart groups, cite while you write, and EndNote support. We hope this video is helpful. But if you do have questions about getting set up with EndNote at NOAA, contact library.research@noaa.gov.